We are officially back in the era of mostly peaceful protests, a magical time when the media would lie right to your face and tell you not to believe what your eyes were seeing or what your brain was telling you. Joe Biden's health, COVID-19, and of course, that the George Floyd riots that happened 5 years ago were always mostly peaceful protests.
What you are seeing now, these images came and come in stark contrast to what we saw over the course of the daytime hours in Kenosha and into the early evening, which were largely peaceful.
I want to be clear in how I characterize this. This is mostly a protest. It is not generally speaking unruly, but fires have been started.
That was May 2020. And after 3 days of violent anti-ICE protests that have morphed into illegal alien riots destroying parts of the city of Los Angeles, and the legacy media is doing the same thing all over again. They are telling the same lies that they told us 5 years ago that ultimately helped Donald Trump win back the White House, as police cars are torched and freeways are shut down completely. Taxis are burning. Businesses are being looted once again, including the Michael Jordan flagship store in downtown Los Angeles, meaning these rioters are now stealing Air Jordan sneakers in the name of social justice. And that is exactly what the left wants. And we know that because not a single prominent Democrat in the country has come out and condemned these riots. It's everything the left told us wasn't happening in 2020, but now it's even worse. Democrats and their friends in the media are doing everything they can to protect people who aren't supposed to be here in the first place. People who are trying to kill police officers, smashing windows at police headquarters, waving flags from other countries while burning American flags, which is very strange to us. It's very odd to see this, rioters waving Mexican flags while protesting against being sent back to Mexico, which makes absolutely no sense. If these people are so proud of their Mexican heritage, why don't they go back to Mexico? But these are no longer just illegal aliens. What you're seeing right now in Los Angeles are foreign invaders on U.S. soil, something we have not seen since the War of 1812, something Stephen Miller touched on today. The correct term to describe the foreign nationals waving foreign flags and rioting in illegal foreign invaders. Think about that. Illegal foreign invaders. That's what we're seeing in Los Angeles. Do you still think that these migrants are fleeing oppression? Do you still think these people are here for a better life? They're not. We don't think so. Because what we're seeing are people who don't care about America or Americans. People who don't have any interest in assimilating. They don't care about the melting pot. These people don't care about our customs or our culture, and they don't care about you. Here's LA Police Chief Jim McDonnell, who says his officers were completely overwhelmed.
We are overwhelmed as far as the number of people out there engaged in this type of activity and the type of things that they're doing. They'll take backpacks, and the backpack will have a cinder block in it. They have a hammer, and they'll break up the cinder block and use that, pass it around to throw at officers. There's no limit to what they're doing to our officers.
Okay, now this is important. That is the police chief in Los Angeles, appointed by a Democrat, completely overwhelmed. That's what he just said. And in response to that, the White House federalized 2,000 California National Guard troops to help get control of the situation that our own media are still trying to blame on Donald Trump. 3,000 miles away from Washington, they're trying to blame this on Donald Trump while lying to the public about what's really going on. Take a look.
We are having an administration that's targeting peaceful protests.
Most of the crowds, again, that I saw, that I spoke to, that I was interacting with, these are peaceful people that want to get their message across.
I will tell you that it is peaceful now.
We see peaceful protests launching in Los Angeles.
The vast majority of protesters and demonstrators are peaceful.
That is why Donald Trump won the election. Our own media are more concerned with making sure they don't offend the criminal illegal alien invaders by almost, as you just saw, going out of their way to call the riots mostly peaceful. The media also seem to never mention or care that the people who are burning Los Angeles to the ground as we speak are in most cases here illegally. while also expressing zero concern for the safety of federal agents or local police, CHP. Instead, the media are more concerned with protecting people who are not U.S. citizens, to the point where setting police cars on fire in Los Angeles is now just people out having fun.
Large group of people. It could turn very volatile if you move law enforcement in there in the wrong way and turn what is just a bunch of people having fun watching cars burn into a massive confrontation and altercation between officers and demonstrators.
That's our country right there. People burning cars, having fun. And now we want to show you what's really going on in Los Angeles and what's happened over the last 72 hours. This is the truth. Violence like we haven't seen since the George Floyd riots, which coincidentally started almost 5 years ago to the day, and the most violent riots that we've seen in Los Angeles since Rodney King in the early 1990s. What you're about to see is what's really going in Los Angeles. But unlike the legacy media, we're going to play video for you unedited, and you can decide for yourself if the National Guard should have been called in. Take a look.
Repeat after me. It is right to rebel.
Call you later.
Kamala Harris, our borders are, tweeting today that this administration's actions are not about public safety, they're about stoking fear. As the LAPD, the mayor and governor noted, demonstrations in defense of our migrant neighbors have been overwhelmingly peaceful. That coming from a woman who let more than 15 million illegal aliens into this country, calling what you're looking at right now not just mostly peaceful, she called it overwhelmingly peaceful. Imagine if this happened in your neighborhood. Imagine if that happened a mile down the road from where you live. People burning American flags while waving flags from countries that they refuse to go back to. Go back. You don't need to be here. Nobody wants you here. Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton tweeting in response, it's no surprise that the most incompetent vice president in history stands with the illegal alien rioters. So today you can add illegal alien rioters and invaders to the long list of people Democrats will fight to protect. Nowhere on that list will you find U.S. citizens. It's not there. Instead, elected officials are actually telling rioters to keep on rioting. Here is L.A. City Councilwoman Unesis Hernandez.
Just because our sanctuary city policy stops us from collaborating with ICE, it does not stop ICE from entering our city. And if they're escalating their tactics, then so are we.
And the governor of California is even worse. Gavin Newsom is doing exactly what he did after the wildfires in Los Angeles. He's blaming Donald Trump because if you're a Democrat, that's what you do. He's also putting on this odd, tough guy act, which just doesn't suit him. But this is the same Gavin Newsom who wants to run for president in 4 years. And while he plots and plans, the rest of the country continues to see what an America under Gavin Newsom might look like and what California has become, which is a failed state.
The fear, the horror, the hell is this guy? Come after me, arrest me, let's just get it over with. Tough guy. You know, I don't give a damn. These guys need to grow up, they need to stop, and we need to push back. And I'm sorry to be so clear, but that kind of bloviating is exhausting. So Tom, arrest me. Let's go.
Well, Tom might arrest you, and Tricia McLaughlin, the Assistant Secretary for the Department of Homeland Security, is going to be with us in just a moment, and I'll ask her about that. But it is official. We now live in a country where Democrats are on the side of violent alien rioters. Mass migration continues to make this country more unrecognizable by the day. Even Fox News with this odd banner today. I saw this in my office. Anti-ICE activists, no. I don't know what Lachlan Murdoch is doing over there, but these are not activists. These are not demonstrators. These are criminals who are rioting. Okay, that's what we're seeing in Los Angeles. These are illegal alien riots in Los Angeles. And these people are being protected by the same Democrats and media that protected the rioters in 2020. The difference between the George Floyd riots and what we're seeing right now in Los Angeles, in 2020, the protesters were American citizens. Compared to what you're seeing right now, illegal alien rioters. And not a single Democrat anywhere in this country has stepped forward to condemn anything that we've just shown you tonight. Another missed opportunity for the party, but at the same time, it's not a surprise.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.